They call the makeshift clubs where Trinidadians sing Calypso, Calypso tents. They're shrines to the memory of Africa and slavery. There's something special about tonight's star performer. She's not black, but Indian. Her name is Drupatee. This is the story of how India came to the Caribbean and how its children view the world they found there. East Indians, as the West Indians call them, are a very distinct group. Arranged marriages are still the norm for women like Drupatee. Singing in public is not. Drupatee's appearance in the Calypso tents is a small revolution at the heart of a clash between two cultures. You can find Indians like these scattered all over the Caribbean, but their impact has been greatest in two countries. And deep down, that connection between Calypso and slavery is still important. Until recently, Carnival didn't really belong to Indians. But these days, all that's changing. In one of those villages, you can find someone who, in their unusual way, is trying to break through the cultural logjam. Drupatee, Calypso singer extraordinary, is an unlikely revolutionary. In many ways, her life is that of a typical Indian villager. She and her husband Jay still live in the village where they both grew up. It's 90% Indian and clings to its traditions. In many ways, Drupatee does too.
I am a shy person outside. If I walk the street, I am a shy person. If I'm home, I'm quiet. I'm a very simple country. I lived my life in the country and I loved it right in the country. You can sit down and relax.
The countryside is where Indian traditions are strongest. Her family is an example. Village life for an Indian girl in Trinidad is strict. Marriages are usually arranged. But she saw Jay, liked him, and took matters into her own hands.
Every morning whatever I'm doing, I know exactly what time he used to pass. Around 10:30, I used to leave whatever I'm doing inside and come outside. That was my job every morning. And in the evening time, I would do the same thing. I would make sure and finish off my work and get outside just to watch Jay passes back.
Every year, Hindus celebrate Diwali, the great festival of light. For the older generation, it's a reaffirmation of tradition. But tradition doesn't cut much ice with the young. The basis of Drupatee's popularity as a singer is in her own people. She makes Indian songs popular by importing Caribbean rhythms without diminishing the original Indianness. Creolization on her own terms. Listen to this one. Hindi in melody, but with a distinctly Afro-Caribbean rhythm. It's about the tassa, originally a Muslim wedding drum.
The tassa, which is a series of 3 pieces of drums, is very fundamental in Indian weddings. All Indian weddings, you must have the drums played, which is the tassa. what we have been trying to get out of our culture is a song with a racy tempo that could parallel the Calypso that we have in Trinidad. We were trying to blend the two cultures together, the Indian and the Calypso, and we were trying to actually attract the young people towards Indian music again, because the young people have been tending to go away from the Indian singing because they couldn't dance to the song and there was no tempo with the song. So this is actually what we were trying to do with Cassawale.
The following morning, Drupatee is back in her role as mother and housewife, cleaning over 200 dayas, the little clay pots which will blaze with light in the village tonight.
Come in.
Her skill has been to adapt and dilute Indian tradition for the young without debasing it for the older generation among whom she lives.
No, don't take up no more.
A key to her success has been her own marriage. In a traditional Hindu marriage, the husband is lord and master, whom the wife must obey in all things. Even to contemplate a career, she needed Jay's support.
I think he's my best fan, and if it wasn't for Jay, I don't think I would have been where I am. He helps me a lot, and I depend on him a lot. He knew I had the talent, so he didn't keep me back home to do housework or anything.
Tonight's feast is taking place in Jay's father's house. For modern young Indians in Trinidad, Diwali is just like Christmas, a time to eat too much, to exchange gifts and have fun. Muslim and Christian friends often join in as well. But as the local school teacher, Jay had to be sure that in helping his wife break with tradition, he wasn't breaking with his family and friends as well. Celebrating Diwali in his parents' home is a mark of respect. Jay's father is a traditionalist, a village shopkeeper who once sweated in the cane fields. Knowing he would have been shocked at the thought of his daughter-in-law planning to be a singer, early on they kept it a secret from him.
In our culture, Indian women are supposed to be at home. They're not supposed to be at a job or doing something that where they earn an income. So I guess those two reasons was enough for them to say no.
Diwali is the triumph of good over evil, when Hindus celebrate the return of Lord Krishna after 400 years of exile in the darkness of the forest. When Drupatee emerged from this deeply ingrained culture with a determination to sing in public, older people in the village said she was degrading her womanhood. But by staying in touch with her own traditions, she won them over. Her next step was to cross into that other black world of the Calypso tents. Many predicted she would flop, that Indians couldn't sing Calypso to blacks and get away with it.
But everybody thinks, still no Indian flag, but they're turning the soca, turning the soca. Money, money, bread, supply money, say, the young and the dead, and they're turning the soca, turning the soca.
5 years on, she's been accepted both in the Calypso tents and in her own village.
Everybody liked it. They were dancing to it. Even when I performed it in the tent, all they wanted to hear was roll up the tassel, roll up the tassel. That is what they wanted.
Roll up the tassel, roll up the tassel, the tassel. Oh, baby, roll up the tassel, roll up the tassel, the tassel.
I was shocked when I, get encore, because I mean, the crowd really loved what I did there. And from then on, they accepted me, and I think now I'm a full-fledged Calypso.
Everyone in the Caribbean comes from somewhere else, but the way back to their roots is blocked by history. Drupatee's venture won't cure the political tensions, but it is a sign that things are changing. What's unique and original about Caribbean culture is not its origins, but the flowing together of the different traditions that have created it.
She was combining the two groups together, both the the Calypso and the Indian singing. So she was doing something nationally, and we were promoting what is called one love in the country, because we got to live here, right? And it's better we do it together than we do it separately.
On the